There's a deep fundamental economic interest on the part of both Xi Jinping and President Trump to get a deal done. From the Chinese side of it, fundamentally, they've been growing their economy in a fairly problematic way over the last year or so. Chinese private sector growth has been slow. And so, frankly, the headwinds created by an unresolved trade war with the United States put too much downward pressure on the Chinese economy. So the deep economic interest on the part of Xi Jinping is to get a deal done. But here's the catch, not at any political price. And that's where it all came unstuck about a month or so ago. So the art will lie in how do we manage the politics to get the economics done. But I think they can do that by rebooting the negotiations next week and the Osaka summit, and then it'll be down talking dirty for a month or two after that.
You know, the problem is with the jam we got stuck in last time, where things had been negotiated at a lower level and then were not accepted at a higher level. How do you get past that log jam? What's different? Or does America have to say, OK, we'll accept that you won't take that? Or does China say, OK, we're going to get over the hump and agree to some of those things we were balking at?
Well, you're so right that this has become a question of politics and, frankly, political face on both sides of this negotiation. The economics, as we've just discussed, should be pushing both governments, both the Trump administration and Xi Jinping, towards a deal. But let's just deal for a moment with the politics. I've spent 3 of the last 6 weeks in China, and I've been talking to a whole bunch of people there about the basis of the Chinese, as it were, pullback during May. When in the middle of May they published their 3 red lines for the future of these negotiations, they were to deal with, first, the American insistence that the US retain tariffs in place on China even after the trade deal is signed. The Chinese have said that's unacceptable. Number 2, the Chinese have said that the part of the draft negotiation which said that America could unilaterally reimpose tariffs later on if they didn't think the Chinese were doing the right thing, but China could not retaliate under those circumstances, is also unacceptable to the Chinese. Now, the third one is the Chinese objection to President Trump pushing up constantly the actual quantum of the purchasing order by China of American goods to reduce the scope of the trade deficit. So where does the solution lie? I reckon it's along these lines. America giving ground on the first 2 points, which frankly the Chinese will never move on. That's the 2 tariff points I've just mentioned. And on the third point, for the Chinese to up their current offer in terms of the quantum of the purchasing order, not as much as President Trump has indicated he wants, but enough for him to demonstrate victory and declare victory to his political base in the United States.